Not yet. It says I'm live. I tried to, good, okay. I tried to go horizontal, but I got that notification again. Yeah. Is anyone on yet? I don't see anybody yet. Hey, Valentina, you're the first one on. I'm gonna give a few minutes for people to pop on, and then we will get started. Hi, the Vintage Iris. Good morning, you guys. How are you? April, hi, April. Thanks for joining. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, how everything looks. Good morning, good morning. We were trying to get my Canon camera set up to start streaming through that, but we're still having difficulty. So we're streaming from my phone again today, but hopefully by next week, it'll all be fixed and we'll be having beautiful live streams next week. Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you guys. Hi from Dallas. How are you guys doing in Dallas? You guys got some snow last week, didn't you? Dallas got snow, didn't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were hoping for, I was hoping for it, honestly, but we didn't get it. We just got some rain. Hi from Kentucky. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Corey. Good morning from Arizona. April, I'm excited too. I'm glad you guys are here. Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna give just another minute or two and then we'll pop on. Today we're gonna be doing kind of a get ready with me. Clearly I have nothing on my face. I have a lot of new product. I've been making a couple of trips to Sephora over the last 2 weeks. And I've got a lot of new products. Some products are like products you've probably seen all over YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. They're kind of like the viral products. And then some products are products that I just walked past the counter. It piqued my interest. I picked it up. And yeah, so we're going to be testing, playing. Most of the stuff I've used at least once, so I have some sort of opinion on it already. Yeah, everything here I've tested, but they're still very new products. I haven't, I've just started playing with them over the last week or so. And I do have some fails in here. I have a couple products that I was really excited about and they just kind of let me down. So I'm going to share those as well with you, kind of tell you, that I would probably save your money here. And then I have one tinted moisturizer that I'm so excited to share with you guys because it is amazing. I used it yesterday for the first time, so brand new. And I put it on and it was one of those products when I put it on, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Good morning, good morning. Okay, you guys, I need that headband, so cute. Where to get, I got this at Ulta like 2 years ago, so I'm not sure if they still have it. Let me see if there's a little name on it. There's like no identification on it, but I will see if I can find it and I will link it if I can. We do have links for most of the products that I'll be talking about already in the description box, but after this live, I'll go back and add this if I can find it and then just add a few other things. My top as well, I will add, this is from Nordstrom. It's like $60 or so. It's super cute. It's just this little cardigan. I've been wearing it a ton from this brand Mango. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Pop your questions if you have them. I'm going to be trying to keep a good eye on comments and questions, but Maria is here to help me as well. So if you have specific questions, ask them. And yeah, my goal is to just have fun and kind of be engaged in the comments and questions and all of that good stuff. Hey, Lori. Good morning. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I don't have anything on my skin right now. I did prep my skin this morning with just my kind of basic skincare routine. I did not apply my tinted SPF, which is usually a step that I do every day, even on the days where I'm filming and I'm coming into the studio and going to apply a full face. I always walk out of the house with my SPF, but I don't have it on today. So what you are seeing right now is my bare skin with no coverage, zero coverage, because I want to share this tinted moisturizer with you. But before we do that, I'm going to start with this new cream from ILIA. This is the Barrier Build Skin Protectant Cream. This is a brand new product they just launched. I went into Sephora, I don't know, maybe it was over the weekend, shopping for some products, and the lady at Sephora showed this to me. She said it just launched. She was a big fan of it. I picked it up. I've used it a couple of days and I really, really like it. It's great for sensitive skin. The lady at Sephora even said that it is approved for babies. I don't know, maybe fact check that and don't take my opinion on that. But ILIA is really known for having, it's a very clean at Sephora brand. They have safe ingredients. They really cater to people with sensitive skin. This cream in particular is supposed to be good for redness. So if you have rosacea or if you have a lot of redness in the skin, it's supposed to soothe that. It's a moisturizer, so, you know, I've only used it for a few days, so I can't really claim, you know, any miracles here. But in terms of texture, it feels really nice. It's rich, but it's not heavy. It feels like it plumps the skin. I find that it's a good moisturizer to prep for makeup because it really does plump the skin. And there's almost like this little slight grip to it, almost like a gripping primer. So in some ways it feels to me like a primer and a moisturizer combo, but it's really, really nice. So if you're looking for a clean moisturizer, this is a good one. I like it. It's good for sensitive skin and dry skin. So I like that. Okay, so the next product we're gonna spend some time on because I'm really excited about this. This is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Natural Dewy SPF 30 Sunscreen. This launched a while ago, but it's still kind of new. It's still one of the newer Laura Mercier launches. I do remember seeing when this launched, I don't know, was it a few months ago? Does anyone know when this launched? Let me know if you know when this came out, but because I know that it's been out for a couple of months because I remember seeing it like on a new release at Sephora and kind of like just scrolling past, not really interested in it. I don't have a lot of luck with tinted moisturizers. I love the Chantecaille one, you guys know that, but if I'm being honest about the Chantecaille, I think it makes your skin look incredibly beautiful, and that's what I love about it, is the way it makes my skin look. It doesn't really feel like a moisturizer to me though. It feels like a very tinted or a very like light coverage foundation. Anytime I've tried products that are marketed as tinted moisturizers, I find that either they look really greasy on the skin and too shiny, or I find that the coverage doesn't really do much at all. It doesn't really seem to do anything. So when I first saw this a few months ago, I kind of passed on it because it wasn't really a product that I was interested in. But when I was at Sephora this weekend, I really wanted to kind of grab products to test for this live, even products that I know might be a fail. I wanted to try them and kind of, you know, see what I thought. So I was very pleasantly surprised by this product. I wore this yesterday for the first time. I went to the gym, and I always wear my Elastin skin tint when I go to the gym for my SPF and then a tint of coverage at the gym. And I use this instead, and I was blown away. This truly does feel like a moisturizer. It leaves the skin feeling like a moisturizer. So I find that you don't even really need, or yesterday, I didn't even need to moisturize in addition to this. This could have like gotten me through being a moisturizer alone, and it gives great coverage. So let's go ahead and apply it. I'm the shade 2C Oak, and I'm very proud of myself because I got the right shade. This is like a perfect match for me. I will say that they have a few different tinted moisturizers, so we're gonna link this one specifically. This is the Tinted Moisturizer Natural Dewy, and it says SPF 30 on it. I think there's like a glowy version of this, but honestly, this leaves the skin pretty dewy looking. And I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers.
We have a couple of persons that says like first time live.
Yay.
So we will be here every Tuesday.
Yes, our goal, you guys, is to be here every Tuesday. Last Tuesday was actually my first Tuesday live. My goal is to go live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central Time. So this time, unless I'm traveling or have something special circumstance, you guys can expect to see me here every week. Okay, so this is the coverage that you get from that. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that gave pretty good coverage for a tinted moisturizer. It evened out the skin tone. I had a little bit of redness, and that covered that. You can see that it gives a very dewy, glowy finish. Now, quite honestly, if I weren't doing this live and I didn't want to share this moisturizer with you, I would have worn the Laura Mercier by itself. I wouldn't have paired this on top of this product because I think the two of these together is a little bit more dewy than I like. I want it to be a little bit more controlled. So this is definitely good enough for a moisturizer and good enough for like a sheer tint of coverage to the skin. It is so, so good. And it has an SPF of 30. So I was saying yesterday, I was filming a YouTube video, and I don't think it's going to completely replace my Elastin Hydra Tint, but it's definitely comparable in terms of the coverage that I get. The Elastin has a little bit more SPF coverage. It's like 36, but neither one of them are really great. You know, if you really want a good SPF coverage, I would find something with a 40 or a 50 because you can certainly find those out there. But if you're just looking for a little bit of coverage and a tint of SPF, this is really, really good. So if anyone has tried this, drop a comment and let me know if you've tried it, what your thoughts are, how you guys feel. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? In fact, any products that I try today, if you guys have tried them, I'd love to know what you think about them because as we know, makeup is such a personal thing, and I might love something, but it might not work great for someone with different skin or different concerns. So this is what the product looks like after it's sat on my skin for a minute. See, it's so pretty. Like, it doesn't look too shiny, but you definitely have a dewy glow. Hey, Lacey. Hey, Monica, I'm glad you're here. Thanks, April. Yeah, I'm getting adjusted to my haircut. It took me a little while, but I'm learning how to style it and get it to look good and not like too big. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. I am gonna apply a more kind of natural, flexible foundation. I'm gonna go in with the Dior Backstage. Now, this is not a new product. I just was looking for a foundation that I could control the amount of coverage that I get. Because I did the tinted SPF and the moisturizer, I don't really need a whole lot of coverage. So I'm gonna go in with this. I'm gonna shake it up. This is the shade 2.5 Neutral, by the way. Hey, Glamorous Mom. It's so hard to love it. I got the same haircut and it's so hard to love it. Oh, I feel ya. I felt that way after I cut my hair for a good week or two. It also didn't help that it was really humid those 2 weeks, so I felt like my short haircut was like out to here. But it's hair, it will grow back. That's kind of how I always feel about it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna apply this. I just applied to the back of my hand. I'm gonna use the new BK Beauty 115 brush to apply this. This is part of the Core Complexion Trio that we launched. We launched this in November. These are gonna be available for single purchase next week, you guys. On the 22nd, you'll be able to buy these brushes individually. So I wanted to show you how I like to use them. The 115 is a smaller version of the 101. Let me see if I can find a 101 to compare. So you guys can see the size difference. So this is a 101, this is the 115, so quite a bit smaller. It's also a little bit more dense, so it's gonna give really full coverage. You can get full coverage from the 101, but the 115, you're only gonna get full coverage from it. You're gonna get the maximum amount of coverage from whatever foundation you're using, okay? This foundation isn't necessarily a full coverage foundation, so I'll get good coverage, but it won't be super full. And I'm gonna start in the center of the face and just kind of bounce it right here in the center of the face, and then kind of sweep it and shear it out. I got some brushes for Christmas and I love them. I'm so glad to hear that. Which ones did you get? Thank you so much for your Jane Iredale inspirations. I received so many. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. What products do you have? I've been wearing the Pure Press Base so much over the break. I took that with me to Hawaii. Pretty much anytime I travel, I take that foundation with me because it's so easy to apply. It travels nicely and it looks really good. Do you have any beginner tips? I'm pretty new to makeup. I do. Yeah, I have a lot of videos on my channel for like beginners or like no makeup looks. So I would just search my channel, just search like beginner makeup or no makeup, and you'll find a lot of videos. I got the Nikki set, the 109 and the 8506. Oh, you got some good ones. The new corset is a game changer. Yay, I'm so glad to hear that. Do you have a favorite, Beth? Okay. And whenever I'm applying foundation, you'll always see me press it into the skin. That is really how you're gonna build coverage with a product. One of the most common questions that I get asked is, how do I keep my foundation from looking streaky? And there's so many different reasons your foundation could look streaky. A lot of times it's applying too much product. And I talk about this in the video that I'm gonna have go up later this week, but I know on social media we see people take their foundations, you know, they take their foundation and they squeeze it directly on their face like this, and they go back and blend it all with a brush, and they have a ton of makeup on. And that looks really good for creating content. It's engaging, it captures people's attention, but it's really more product than we need. So that's why I always like to go to the back of my hand, and then I'll just kind of work the product into my brush. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of working it into the brush, and then I'll go to the skin. That's the best way to like slowly build up the amount of product that you're applying so you have a lot of control. Too much product, it's gonna be hard to blend, and that's why you're gonna have streaks. It could also be the tool that you're using or the brush that you're using. I like to press and tap because that's one way to avoid streaks. And then whenever I'm trying to shear out or spread a product, then you'll see me do more kind of sweeping or swiping motions. But usually the reason for streaky foundation is just too much product. Oh, good, Monica. My Black Friday Biki brushes arrived recently. I'm so glad. I hope you're enjoying them. Oh, you guys, we have a giveaway too. Where's the giveaway that I bought? I bought you guys something while I was at Sephora. I wanted to buy it for myself. I saw it and I was like, ooh, that looks cute. Then I'm like, I don't need that. I have all those products. So I just picked up one of the little Sephora favorites, and I think we'll just pick a random winner at the end. Let me see. It's nothing big, it's a small little giveaway, but I picked up one of these. This is the Sephora Favorites, the Glow Up. So it's got a bunch of really great products in here. I think there's like some full size and then some travel size. So Maria is going to be in charge of picking a giveaway winner because I don't like picking giveaway winners. It makes me nervous. I want to give it away to everybody. So what we'll do at the end, and this live is going to be about an hour long, we'll announce who the winner is, and then if you can just email me, my email is lisa@bkbeauty, and I'll say all this when I choose a winner, and send me your address. I will get that out to you. Okay. This is looking good. This is a good combination, the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer and the Dior. This foundation is really, really beautiful. I find that it's hard to find in stock a lot of times. I think it's sold out a lot, but if you can get your hands on this, this is such a good one. I like to use it as a mixing medium sometimes. Like if I'm using a very heavy full coverage foundation and I want to dilute it down a little bit, I'll use that. But even by itself, it's so, so pretty. It just has a very natural finish. So it doesn't look really glowy and radiant, but it also doesn't look mattifying. It looks glowy today because I have it on top of this. But if I were to pair it, you know, on just a moisturizer, like that didn't have so much glow, it would look a little more natural, less glow. That's pretty. And I have quite a bit of foundation left, so that's another tip. Don't always feel like you have to use what you disperse. I know, you know, we don't like to waste product, but just use what you need. Don't use more than you need. I wear the Pure Pressed Foundation in Amber. I just purchased my first refill. I love the pomegranate hydration spray and the bronzer. Yes, those are two of my favorites. I think I have a little, look, I have a little mini hydration spray I keep in my purse. It's so good. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. Okay, let's move along. Okay, I picked up one of the new KOSAS color correctors. These just launched recently. You've probably seen them on social media. This is the Revealer Extra Bright Serum-Powered Color Corrector, and I got the shade Fantasy. I used this yesterday for the first time, and I like the formula. It's very creamy, hydrating, easy to blend, very beautiful. This color, though, in particular, is too dark for me. I am going to use it today because I do want to show you this product, but this is what the color looks like. The shade that was lighter than this to me looked too light. I wish there was a shade in the middle, but I can still make this product work, and I'm going to show you how. I do want to say that color correctors, I know that we see a lot of brands carry these, launch these, they seem trendy, everyone's using them, but not everyone needs a color corrector. This is kind of like a, you know, it's an extra product. I don't really need a color corrector. Yes, I have a little bit of darkness underneath my eyes, but that is able to be covered and concealed with just a regular concealer. But if you really struggle with really dark under eyes, or you have a lot of like green or blue veining down there and concealer alone doesn't cover it, that's when a color corrector can come in and do the job. So a color corrector is meant to neutralize. So if you look at a color wheel, and I really wish I had a color wheel here, I don't have one, but if you look at a color wheel, you take the color opposite. So for example, a lot of underneath the eye will see like purple or blue undertones, right? If you look what's opposite on the color wheel, you'll see orange. So that tells you that orange is going to neutralize and cancel out that darkness. So if you're using a color corrector, you would want to apply your color corrector first, and then you could go in and apply your concealer to brighten. Because again, look at how dark this color is. It's just too dark. So I'm gonna put a tiny bit there, and I actually probably put even honestly too much there. I'm gonna blot a little bit of this off because it's more than I need. And then I'm gonna go in with a concealer that is gonna help brighten and make this shade work. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is the shade Custard. And I'm just gonna take a little bit and kind of put this right in the inner corner. But mixing these two together, having that peach in there is just going to help neutralize any darkness and conceal. But again, normally I wouldn't use a color corrector. It's not a product that I need. I think a lot of us don't need it, so just keep that in mind. Okay, I'm going to go in with the new 114 brush to blend this out. So this is the concealer brush that comes in the Core Complexion Trio. And again, this is going to be available to buy individually next Wednesday. Right now, you can only get it in the set. But next Wednesday, you'll be able to buy this guy by itself. And it has a side that's designed to blend out cream products or liquid products, and then a side that's designed to set with powder. So it's kind of like your conceal and set brush in one. So I'm gonna start with the lighter fibers first. Just kind of blend this out. I like to use my 105 with my tinted serum, and it blends. Oh, that's Maria. I just saw your comment, Maria. I got Magic Shade in
yeah, someone asked. They got like the 105 on the bundle, so they were asking like how to use it.
Oh
or
yeah,
big
yeah.
Texas brush.
Oh yeah, the 105 is a big brush. It's also great for powder foundation or like all over finishing powders, really beautiful with it. Some people like to use it as a body brush. I know not all of us wear body makeup, but you could use it as that as well. So I'm just gonna tap and press this in. Okay, that's a good combo. Yesterday I used this product, the KOSAS, and I applied it underneath the eye first, blended it out, but it just looked terrible. So then I had to go in with concealer and I ended up applying way too much product. So if you want to use and incorporate a color corrector into your routine and you end up buying a shade that's a little off, do what I did and just dot a little bit and then dot your concealer and blend them together at the same time. That's the brush I'm loving. Yay! I'm happy to hear that, Beth. I would love to know, do you guys love, like, I like the dual-sided brush because it's very multitasking. You can use it for multiple purposes. What are your thoughts on dual-ended brushes? Do you guys love them? Do you not like them? I'm personally not a huge fan of a dual-ended brush. I know that they have a lot of value there because you can get two brushes in one, but I like to store my brushes upright, you know, or in the core bag. Like I stand my brushes up. So I always feel like if I have a brush head and I'm standing it up, I'm ruining it. What do you guys think? Love the dual-ended. I don't like dual-ended. I like them actually. Okay, good. I think it's a good kind of mix. I think some people love them. Okay, perfect. All right, now I'm gonna go in and immediately set, and I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty. This is the, is it Ube birthday cake powder? It's like a lilac color. This is one of these new viral products that you're probably seeing all over the internet. Again, this is a product that I would not probably purchase on my own just because the color, you know, it's a lilac color. I like to keep with more translucent or kind of light brightening powders. But I have been using this. This does brighten. It doesn't go on the skin purple like this. And this is actually really great if you have a lot of golden in your skin, or you have, yeah, if you just have a lot of golden and you kind of want to neutralize or brighten that up, this works really well. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to use the other side of the brush, pick up this powder, and I'm just going to set right underneath the eyes with this. I do love Huda Beauty's powders because they're very, very fine and light. They're not heavy at all, and they really blur out texture on the skin. So if you are someone that has large pores, once you put this powder on, it's almost like the Facetune app that just erases texture. It really, really looks filtered. It also softly mattifies the skin. It doesn't look heavy or dry, but it definitely cuts down any shine. So I'm going to show you right here. Do you see all that shine I have in the forehead? If you wanted to cut that down, this is a great powder. I'll show you. Watch this. I mean, it literally just mattifies and erases any shine. So keep that in mind, because if you want to keep that glow, then you don't want to do that, obviously. If you want to set your foundation and you're wearing a radiant foundation, you want to keep that radiance. I did pick up another powder that is a great option, and I'm pretty sure this is a new launch. This is from Laura Mercier too, and this is the Real Flawless Luminous Perfecting Pressed Powder, and I got the shade Translucent Honey. It says it's translucent, but you can see that it has a little bit of a yellow tint to it. Yellow powders can be really great for brightening, especially the center of the face. I used this yesterday. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I didn't really apply it and really love it, but I also didn't dislike it either. So let's apply it now, and we can see what we think. So glad the glowy look is in. Let me catch up on comments. Do we have any good questions, Maria? Is there any way to make foundation that is way too yellow? Is there a way to make foundation that is way too yellow on me work? Yes, so I would mix it with a foundation that is either a little more neutral or pink. So if you have something already, great. But if you have to go buy something, obviously it doesn't make sense to go buy another foundation that isn't an exact match just to make this other one work. But basically mixing anything with a little bit of pink or neutral to it will help kind of neutralize it and make it work. Can you compare the N13 to the other small Angie blending brushes? Yes, sure, can. Okay, so here's the N13, and here are the Angie blending brushes. Okay, so here's the N13, and then here are the 3 Angie blending brushes. You can see Angie's brushes, it's like a stair step, right? You've got the large, the middle, and the little. And this one, honestly, it blends, but it's pretty stiff because it is shorter. So I actually like to use this right on the outer corner or even on the lower lash line. but this is the difference in size. I would say the biggest difference is the N13 is going to kind of fall in between these two. It has a really soft, fluffy tip, but there's also some density at the base here, so it does a great job of picking up shadow if you want to use the side of it, picking it up and applying it on the lid. So that's the biggest difference. Okay, so let's go in with this powder. I'm going to use the N15 for this. And again, this is a great powder, or it's a powder option if you have a glow, like a glowy foundation, and you want to set the foundation, but you don't want to mattify the skin. So it's setting everything, but you're still seeing that glow. It's not mattifying it.
Oh, Amy Henderson says, can you please do a video for a bridal makeup look?
Oh yeah, I have not done one of those in a while. I think I did one when I first started my channel, but it has been a long time, and I probably would watch that video and cringe today. So I should definitely. Are you getting married? I will definitely. I used to do bridal makeup. For those of you that are new here, don't know my background, I was a makeup artist for many years, and I had a bridal wedding makeup business here in Austin, and I used to do a lot of brides, mother of the brides, grandmother of the brides, bridesmaids. It was a really fun job. And then I started my YouTube channel because I had my girls, and weddings are fun, but they are tough because they're every weekend and you book out your weddings a year in advance. So I was booking weddings, and then I was missing kids' birthday parties and kids' soccer games and kids all the things. So I decided to close that chapter, and that's why I started YouTube. Okay, oh, lots of good comments here. I'm getting married in October, and I'm a mature bride. Oh, congratulations, Amy. October's a nice month. Where are you getting married at? October in Austin is like the prime month of the year to get married here because the weather is beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. I'm gonna apply a little bit of bronzer, and the bronzer I'm gonna be using is not a new product, but I didn't have a new bronzer, so we're gonna be working with the Tower 28. This is the cream bronzer in the shade Getty. And I'm gonna use the new 116 brush. This is this is the third brush to the trio, and it's like a mini version of the 106. And this is so good with cream bronzer or cream blush. We're just gonna tap it right into the product. Hourglass powder for mature skin, the best. Yeah, Lynn, I would agree. I was thinking that the Laura Mercier was gonna kind of align close to the Hourglass, but not really. The Hourglass is better than this one, in my opinion. I feel like this is a product though I need to use more to really firm up a solid opinion. It wasn't a product that I put on and thought, oh my God, I love this, it's amazing. But I also didn't put it on and think, this isn't good. You know what I mean? I'm kind of undecided, so I need a little more time with that one. Okay, going in with the Tower 28 cream bronzer.
So we have a question. We will get back to you, Lacey. She says, what are some good eye brushes to start out with? I don't have hooded eyes, but I'm drawn to that set.
Oh, good question. So the question was, what are some good eye brushes to start with? But she doesn't have hooded eyes, but she's drawn to that set. Honestly, the hooded eye brush set, it's not just for people with hooded eyes. I'm going to use it today, so I'll show you. I curated this little box early into our BK Beauty years because I used to get all the customer service emails would come to me, and one of the questions I got was that question. It was like, what brushes are good brushes to start out with? And I also got, I have hooded eyes, what are the best brushes? And I found myself always putting together this bundle, but these brushes were designed to kind of work on their own for all eye shapes. Together, I feel like they're a good set for hooded eyes just because you have a lot of control. But again, you don't have to have hooded eyes to use them. And if you're just starting out and you want, you know, this has 5 brushes. If you feel like I only want 2 or 3, I'll give you some recommendations for those too.
Says, I just got Nikki's sweatshirt and now we need a BK Beauty sweatshirt.
I agree. Isn't Nikki's sweatshirt so soft? I love it. Paul wears that thing every morning. Every morning he puts it on and he goes upstairs. We have this little covered patio upstairs in our backyard, and it's cold in Austin. He always puts it on. He goes and drinks his coffee every morning. Paul did my makeup. Did anyone catch that on Instagram? Did anyone catch Paul doing my makeup on Instagram? I think we posted that last week. He did good. I thought of that because he put the Nikki hoodie on because he wanted to channel Nikki LaRose while he did my makeup. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. I love this bronzer. It's really good for dry skin or like cold weather. It's very hydrating, so pretty. Okay, for blush, I have 2 blushes, and I'd love to know which ones you guys want to see. So I picked up the Huda Beauty, the Uba blush filter, and it's kind of like a lilac pink. Let me show you. And then I picked up another one from CALIRAY, and I can tell you right now, they're both good. I don't particularly love this color on me. I love this. This is from CALIRAY. This is the Blurry blush. And this was, again, just a product I walked by, and the way it was described on the display was being like a blurring blush, so blurring texture. That sounded interesting. I don't own a lot of CALIRAY products, so I picked it up. So does anyone have a preference? Should I do them both, maybe one on one side, one on the other? Yesterday I did a video and I applied this one first, and at the end of the video I looked in and I felt like I didn't have enough color on my face, so I went in and added this one. So I'll do one on one side and the other on the other so you guys can really see them on their own, and then I might go out and even them out. Lisa, I don't use powder because I have fine lines and wrinkles and powder looks awful. Is there a powder that will work for me? Yes, definitely. I mean, it sounds like you've tried a lot of powders. My favorite powders, I'm trying to think. Okay, so if I were working with someone that said, you know, I don't like the way powder looks on me, it tends to accentuate texture, I would probably recommend the Hourglass Veil powder. That's a really nice loose powder that will set your makeup, but it doesn't, it looks very natural and it reflects light, so it's not going to look dry or heavy on the skin. I would recommend that one. The Hourglass powders are nice. You just want to be very light-handed with them because they do have a very radiant finish. So just using a little bit of that to set an area will like give the skin a little bit of radiance without looking too shiny. But does anyone else have any that they love? Like, what's a good powder that you guys love? I personally, I loved the Givenchy before they reformulated it. I would have recommended that one, but the new one is not good.
I have good news that you were able to tag.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. Okay, so Maria said she was able to tag the product. So if you guys look under the live, you can see the products tagged through YouTube Shopping.
Michelle, help us.
Oh, thanks, Michelle. Number 7 has great powders. They used to have this powder. I don't know if they did. I heard that they discontinued it. Is that true? There was a powder that I used to wear. It was in a compact. It was. I remember I was raving about it forever for years, and then I remember someone telling me they discontinued it.
But maybe it's still there.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know, but it's a compact, a number 7 compact. Okay, all right, let's go in with blush. So I'm gonna go in. We'll do the Huda Beauty first. Thank you, Crystal. Yes, I have, and I feel great. I feel good. Number 7, discontinue that beautiful powder. Yes, why did they do that? I don't understand why they did that. Okay.
Yes, I miss that powder.
It was so good. I remember, I think I discovered that when I was like actually filming a video, and I'll never forget my impression when I applied that. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Okay, we're gonna go in with the 112, and I have the blush applied on my hand here. I like this formula a lot. I have this formula in other colors, and what I like about it is it's very easy to work with. It's not it's pigmented, but it's not so pigmented like the Rare Beauty ones are really pigmented. It also gives you time to blend it out. It doesn't dry really quickly, so that's really important with liquid blushes. If it dries too quickly, sometimes you're left with patchy spots or you don't get a good blend. Look at how pretty that is. It's so beautiful. It's also buildable, so you can really sheer it out, or you can kind of layer it if you want more color. Look at how pretty that is. So pretty. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Is it Sherry or Cherry? Sherry. I'm going to say Sherry. I do not like the number 7 loose powders. I don't know that I've tried one of those. The one I liked was the pressed. Yeah, this is pretty. I don't want to knock it, but I do feel like I need a little more warmth. It's kind of more of a cool tone pink. Okay, let's go to the other side and use the CALIRAY. The CALIRAY is this really pretty peachy pink. Add some warmth. I will say the applicator on this is messy. I just opened this yesterday for the first time, and look how messy it is. So I just can imagine what it's gonna look like in like a month. Okay, let's get a little bit of this. I'm gonna work it into my brush, work it on my hand. Okay. The Westman Atelier is so good. I love that one too. That is a really good one. Petal is my favorite color. Also the Jane Iredale Balmy, if you don't have that. Actually, Balmy reminds me a lot of this color. I would say the CALIRAY is a little more pigmented, so you need to be a little lighter with it or careful so you don't over apply it. But it does blend out beautifully. It gives you time to blend it out. So even if you over apply, you still have time to blend it. And when in doubt, blend it out. Okay, so little trick here. I'm gonna go in and take my foundation brush, the 115. I'm not adding anything to this, but I'm just gonna press it right in here to kind of cut down a little bit. I brought that blush a little too far over, so we're just gonna tap it around the edges that I wanna minimize. Okay, so let's take a look. So we have the CALIRAY. And again, this color, by the way, you guys, is Dope. It's the color Dope. It's this right here. So we have that here. And then we have the Huda Beauty, which is this color here. Both give a little glow. I do think the Huda Beauty looks a little more like wet dewy. What do you think? Yeah, it definitely does. I definitely think the CALIRAY is blurring. I can, not that this accentuates texture at all, but it doesn't minimize it, and I can see my pores more. They're more noticeable to me here than on this side. But they're both beautiful. They're great. They're both great products. It's really a preference of color, I think. And again, the Huda Beauty, I have this in a few other shades, and I love them. It's just this color that I feel like I need more warmth, you know? When I look at my face, I feel like this side looks better to me. What do you think? That's more me, right? Yeah, the CALIRAY is more me. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of warm this side up a bit. Both are pretty kind of day or night colors. True. Why is everything lavender this year? I know, Ashley. I know. Okay. All right, let's clean off my hand so I don't get it all over my top. Aw, thank you, crab cakes. Okay, let's move on. Okay, eyes. I have a few things here for eyes, and I want to know what you guys want to see. And I'm willing to just throw it all on my eyes just to test and play, because why not? Okay, first I'm going to tell you of a major fail. I bought this palette from NARS. This is the Afterglow Tempting palette. It's pretty, look at it. So, look at this. Isn't that pretty? I used this yesterday and I was very disappointed. I had a lot of fallout. I used this shade on, I kind of layered this on my lid, and there was a ton of fallout. The matte shades, they were nice, but they just didn't blow me away. Overall, I was just disappointed in this. I was disappointed in the performance and the color combination. When I first looked at this online, I thought that's really beautiful. But then when I was trying to create a complete look with this, I had to dip into other palettes to get a transition shade and to get a highlight shade, and I just felt like there were some holes in the combination. So if you have your eye on this palette, that's just my feedback on it. So we're not going to use this one today, but I did want to share that with you. I did pick up a liquid eyeshadow from Armani. I love this formula, and this is a brand new shade. This is the shade, I think it's 68. Maria, do you know what they call this shade name? Do you mind looking and seeing what the name of it is? It's 68, but it's a new shade, and it's a really beautiful, look at this color. Oh, it's so pretty.
Bronzy brown. Bronzy
brown. So it's a bronze, but it's not too like coppery. It's almost like this kind of like a bronze and a taupe mixed. So pretty. So we're going to use this today. And then I also, this isn't brand new. I know these launched a while back and you guys have already seen a ton of content with these, but I bought these months ago and I never really used them. But I bought the Patrick Ta little duo shadows, and they're nice. I like them. I haven't played with them a whole lot, but we're gonna use some of these too. How about that? Does that sound good? Does that sound like a plan? Okay. Someone's asking, will there be links? Yes, Nani, there should be links in the description box. If you look and expand that, you should see links to everything. And then we're also tagging them in YouTube Shopping, so you should actually see the products down below. 67 is also gorgeous. Yes, I love this formula. It's a really nice liquid eyeshadow. All right, what brush am I going to use? I'm going to use my favorite brush for liquid eyeshadows, which is the N16. It's the concealer brush out of the Nicola Rose collection. And this one is a little dirty, but I'm going to use it. I just used it yesterday when it was clean yesterday, so I'm going to get one more use out of it before I wash it. And I'm just going to take this actually directly to my eye. Where did my mirror go? Okay, let's go. I'm just going to do a little swipe. And I'm actually gonna do one eye at a time, just so I have time to blend this out before it dries. What I love about this brush is it has a really tapered, pointy tip, so you can get right there in the inner corner. I also like the flatness of this brush, so you can really spread the product. And I like that the fibers, do you see how the fibers extend and they're a little longer? That really allows you to like shear out a crease or spread or shear product out. So now I'm just using that little tip and I'm softly kind of sweeping it back and forth. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that color. Okay, that dries fast. I think it also is because I have the heater on and it's like blasting on my eye, but that dried really fast. Okay, I'm on the phone, not sure how to find links on this live. Oh, I wonder how we do it on the phone. Maria, are you able to, maybe I could pull up your app and show them? No, it doesn't show you links?
Because I have, yeah, I'm connected to the DECAY one.
Oh, if you go to my channel, if you just go in the YouTube app and go to my channel to watch this, does it pull it up or no?
Yeah. Is on the live chat?
But like on the phone, because she's asking, she's on her phone, she doesn't see it.
Let me see. Let me take a look.
Are they better than Lisa Eldridge ones? No, I like the Lisa Eldridge ones. Yeah, I like the Lisa Eldridge ones better. They're good, but if I had to pick between the two, I would say Lisa Eldridge. This dried real quick, you guys, so you got to work fast. You don't have a lot of time. Yeah, the Lisa Eldridge liquid eyeshadows are so nice. I have a couple of mattes, and then I do have one shimmer from her. Her products are so beautiful. I just bought her products this last year, and they are so beautiful. They're like special pieces of makeup. I imagine it's like makeup was in the 1950s or 1960s. The packaging is just so beautiful. There's a lot of just attention that went into that. Okay, can I show? I'm going to show you guys how to find the shopping links.
There's a shopping bag in the corner.
Oh, okay, perfect. Can I show them real quick? Okay, I'm going to show you guys. So if you're watching me on a mobile device like this, there's a little shopping bag icon right there. If you press that, you can find all the products there. And if you want to find the description box, how do you find the description box? I think you go here. Oh, yeah, okay. So if you want to find the description box, you just tap this little 3 dots right here. And then it says description. And then there you can find all the links in the description right there. There you go. Cool. Thanks, Maria.
We got you covered.
I found, okay, good. Did you turn off the heater? Yes, we did. Did we turn off the heater? It just stopped. I think it just stopped because it got warm in here. I don't have the shopping bag. Are you in the United States? That might be why. I think YouTube Shop is only available in the United States. So if you're in Canada or anywhere else, you might not have it. Is that why? Ashley, let me know if that's why. That might be. Okay, what do we think we're gonna do? What do we wanna do next? Next I'm gonna take these little Patrick Ta and I'm gonna actually just use my finger and I'm gonna grab this shade. This eyeshadow has a lot of sparkle. I certainly don't need any extra, but we're just gonna play, so I'm gonna do it. Canada has it. Oh, okay. Oh, you are in the US. I don't know why. Huh, maybe update your app. I don't know, maybe you can update your app after this live and maybe you'll see it. You should have it.
Oh, Amy says my iPhone 13 doesn't have the bag.
Maybe it's an app update. Ooh, these are beautiful, you guys. These are really, really good. I have them in 3 shades. This is Do You Know Who I Am? Do you know who I am? That's this one. I'll swatch the others too for you, but these are really, really nice. I remember when these launched, I was seeing a lot of content of people kind of criticizing the price of these because I think that's like over $40 for 2 shadows. And I remember Patrick Ta getting on and kind of, you know, explaining the cost, but honestly, they're very special. They're very, very beautiful. There's really no fallout. I mean, like no fallout, and they are so nice. They're really pigmented. They're not like real sheer toppers. They actually have a lot of color to them. And the finish that they give is just this highly metallic finish. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Okay, so let me swatch these for you. So this is Do You Know Who I Am? It's the one I just applied. And then this shade right here, which is more coppery. Those are so pretty. Okay, and then I also have these shades, which is much more cool tone. This is called Still at the Club. I love these names. Still at the Club. Okay, these are these 2 shades. Definitely more taupey, very pretty, kind of a smoky taupey eye. And then the other one I got is Talk to My Team. They're so diva. You know who I am? Talk to my team. Okay, this is more, I like this one. This one looks pink, but it also has some gold flecks to it. So let's get these. Look at those. Oh, here, there we go. I'm terrible at swatching. That's so pretty, so pretty. These are nice. If you have been interested in these and you haven't purchased one yet and you're curious about them or you think it's a product you like, I can tell you the quality is good and I think you would like it. 2 questions. Have you heard that I did hear that, Lori. Lori says 2 questions. Have you heard that the I think it's P50 is being discontinued. Recommendations for under eyes. Wait, is that what you're saying? Is being discontinued okay, so 2 separate questions. I think you're talking about the P50, the Biologique Resurge P50 lotion, Lori. Is that what you're talking about? Because I did hear that. And actually, I have a call in to my esthetician. I'm picking up 2 bottles this week of that because I heard they're discontinuing and I'm so sad about it. I'm so sad about it. So yeah, I did hear about that. Yes, yep, it's so sad. I don't know why. I guess there's an ingredient in there that is questionable or it's kind of, people really want clean products and I think there's a questionable ingredient in there, but it's so effective. Crab Cakes P50, it's a product by Biologique Resurge, and it's a product I discovered years ago, and it is probably the one skincare product that I can say has been in my routine nonstop since I discovered it probably 3 or 4 years ago. It is so good. It brightens the skin. It's an exfoliator. It has this blend of acids in it that exfoliate the skin, brighten the skin, give you this beautiful glow, but they're discontinuing it. So yeah, P50 1970, yeah, it's that specific one. I think there are other P50 lotions that are staying in the line, but that one, which is the best one in my opinion, is being discontinued. So if you have a source for it, I would pick it up. I can drop in the description box the lady that I buy it from here in Austin. She's usually happy to ship it to you if you want to pick it up. But I have 2 bottles that I'm picking up from her tomorrow because of that. I was thinking about getting 3, but it takes me a while to go through those bottles. And I just thought if I get 3 bottles, it might be 3 years from now that I'm actually opening the next one, and it might not even be effective then. So I'm just getting 2 bottles. Okay, let's throw a little bit of a crease color in here so we have a little softened crease. I'm just going to dip into this Surratt palette and I'm going to grab this little shade right here. A bronzer would work great. Any like matte neutral shade that you have, I'm going to pop that in my crease.
Ashley says, everything that works in my love always gets discontinued.
I know. I mean, yes, I want to use products that have good ingredients in it for you. You know, you don't want to use toxic products, but sometimes, you know, I feel like, you know, I was having this conversation with Paul. We were listening to this book called Good Energy. I think it's the name Good Energy, and it's all about like health and nutrition and the products that we're consuming and, you know, how it impacts disease and health and all these things. And so, of course, we're listening to this book and we're like, okay, we're not eating any more processed food. We're not buying diet sodas. We're not doing this. We're not doing that, you know, but then realistically, it's like 2 hours later, I'm like, can we stop and get a Diet Coke? It's all about balance, I think, right? Okay, so I'm just blending this in my crease just to kind of soften this eye makeup a little bit. I'm loving the skin. The skin is looking good. It's looking really good and glowy. I do think I'm going to add a little bit more powder though, just to cut down some of the shine on the skin. I think it's pretty, but I am inclined to have a more matte skin. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Lisa, my second question was, what setting powder do you recommend for my 65-year-old? Okay, so what have you tried? Have you tried the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powders? And I wouldn't try this color, but have you tried those? They're mattifying, but they're very light. So as long as you don't apply too much, I think it would work beautifully. If you've tried that one and it's too heavy, I would recommend, I'd recommend the Hourglass, the Veil Loose Powder. I would try that one. That's a good one. Sorry, I'm just catching them. Okay, yes, I got it and I like it. So you do like the Huda Bake. That's what I'd stick with. If you like it and you don't have any issues with it, it's good because it's gonna set underneath the eyes and keep your concealer locked in. And as long as you don't over powder, it really shouldn't accentuate texture on the eyes. Okay, let's kind of powder me up a little bit because I'm getting a little shiny and I just wanna mattify me. Oh, the Sicily. Yes, people love the Sicily. I bought that one. I bought the that Sicily concealer. That thing was expensive. I didn't know until I got to check out how much it was, and I was like, oh, yikes. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that powder and just kind of set in the center of the face a little bit. What do we think about the eyes, you guys? I love Laura Geller makeup for mature skin. Yes, Laura Geller is a great brand. And specifically, I think they're great for mature skin too. I need to play with more Laura Geller. I hear people love their powder foundation. In fact, a lot of times when I'm talking about Jane Iredale's powder, I hear a lot of people mention Laura Geller. I got snow in Columbia, South Carolina, and we've been, oh, that's awesome. We don't get the snow here much. Thanks, Lori. Okay, let's move along, you guys. Let's do a little bit of liner. I'm using the Bourbon pencil from Urban Decay. This is their 24 Maria masterclass coming soon.
I'm testing something.
Oh, she's testing something. I guess super chat. Okay. Oh, Maria set up super chat. She's testing it. Well, thanks for the super chat, Maria. Is Laura Mercier a still good one? The translucent powder, it is. That's like the OG loose powder. I remember that was the powder. That was the loose powder that we all used to use. And then, you know, the market just got so competitive with powder products, but that's a good one. That is really, I feel like there are certain brands like Laura Mercier, Clinique, Estee Lauder that make really great products, but they've just kind of lost their, they're just not brands that you hear a lot of people talk about. But that doesn't mean that they don't make amazing products. So I try to not get so caught up in the what's viral and what is everyone talking about. I try and just focus on finding products that I think are, you might not hear about, that are really great products. It doesn't matter to me how popular they are, as long as they perform really well. So if you have a favorite product that is underrated, let us know. Drop a comment, let us know. Okay, perfect. Ooh, that's pretty. So that just gives a little depth at the lash line, but because the shadow's kind of dark, you don't see how strong this eyeliner is. These pencils are great. They're very soft. They glide onto the skin easily. They stay all day. They're soft enough to work with and smudge out if you want to right after applying it, but once they set, they really do stay in place. I love the Laura Secret Brightening Powder. That's a good one, Kelly. I forgot about that one. That is a good one. So Laura Mercier has a translucent setting powder, and then they also have the Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder. That is a good one. I love that. In fact, you mentioning that, Kelly, I'm going to go buy that this week because I might have one, but it's probably 10 years old if I have it still because I haven't bought that in years. That is a really good one for under eyes. And crab cakes, I'm using Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil, and I'm using the shade Bourbon. I'll show you what it looks like. It's this kind of rich brown with a little sparkle to it. That's what it is. I use mostly brown pencils. I don't remember the last time I used a black pencil. Unless it's like a special occasion or like stage makeup or photos, or I always use brown. So now I'm going in with the 204, and I'm just gonna kind of soften this line on the lower lash line before that liner dries down. On the lower lash line, I like some definition, but I really try to avoid a heavy, chunky eyeliner look because it just looks very harsh. So I'm really just softening that line to make it less. You still get a lot of definition. It's not like it's making it look like, you know, natural. It's just really softening the edge so it's not so harsh. Have you tried the, I haven't tried the Pinpoint Concealer, Nancy. Have you tried it? When I saw that she was launching a concealer, I was super excited because, again, I think her products are amazing. Her foundation and her skin tint are so good. But when I saw it was a pencil concealer, I kind of paused a little bit. So if you've tried it, let me know. I would love to get your thoughts on it. What eyeshadow is that? So Lindsay, I have on, where did you go? I have on the Armani liquid eyeshadow, and I have the shade 68. It's called Bronze Brown or Brown Bronze. It's new. And then I have on top of it, I have the Patrick Ta. Where did you go? Where did all my Patrick Ta shadows go? Here they are. I have this Patrick Ta shade on top. Let me show you. This one right here, and it's from the color is called Do You Know Who I Am? So it's the Patrick Ta Duo Do You Know Who I Am, and I use this one right here. Okay, we have a new mascara to try, you guys. The House Labs launched a new mascara. This is the Be Structural Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. I have used this. I've used it for a few days. I like it. It's a good mascara. It's not like a, I don't know that I'd repurchase it. There are definitely mascaras that I think are better, but it's a good mascara. And again, I think mascara is a very personal product, depending on your lashes, what the state of your lashes is. Are they long? Are they short? Are they thick? Are they thin? You're going to prefer something different than I might. But before we do that, let's talk about the new BK Beauty Lash Curler. So this is coming out next Wednesday, you guys. This will be launching the same day that the Pore Trio, Complexion Trio brushes launch as singles. This will launch as well. This is the BK Beauty Lash Curler. I'm so excited. She's so pretty. She is that close to the BK Beauty color. You know, we're trying to match our Pantone. It's a little more fuchsia pink, but it's so, so cute. In it, you get 4 refills of the little silicone pads. So you get 4 little refills there to swap that out. So let's go ahead and apply. Anne says, I wasn't impressed with that mascara. That's kind of how I feel. I wasn't super impressed. I didn't think it's a bad mascara, but also my lashes right now in their current state are very poor. They're very short. My lashes naturally are kind of thin. I use Revita Lash and that works wonders, but I haven't been consistent about using Revita Lash over the last 6 weeks. I just haven't been consistent and I can definitely tell. So for that reason, I've kind of given this mascara a little more grace because it's, you know, I don't have the best lashes to work with, but it's a good mascara. It's not a fantastic mascara in my opinion. I didn't have any issues with it clumping or flaking at all though. I was able to build it up and get a lot of volume. I didn't get a ton of length, but I got a lot of volume and it didn't get clumpy. So let's just apply this. I'm not going to apply any lash primer. That way you can really see how this layers. Do you curl after applying mascara ever? Sometimes I do. I wouldn't recommend it because it can damage your lashes. Also, it gets really messy on the lash curler, but if you have really, really straight lashes and you want some extra, then, you know, extra curl and kind of help it set, that can definitely help, yes. Look at my little lashes, they're so short. This shadow is so pretty. I love this combo. So do you see how much volume I'm getting from this mascara? I'm getting a ton of volume. I'm just not getting a ton of length. But the volume is there. Look at that. What foundation would you recommend for mature dry skin? Coke and Dough, KOHGENDO. They have an aqua foundation that is so beautiful for mature dry skin. I think that was a question. Yeah, mature dry skin. I have a lot of foundations that I think are great for mature skin, but when you add dry to that, I think the aqua, Coke and Dough aqua is really good. You might like this one. I did not like this foundation because it was too hydrating. The Patrick Ta Major Skin Foundation, but I know Nikki was talking about this. Nikki LaRose was talking about this being great for dry skin. I do think if you have really dry skin, you might love this because it's very, very hydrating. What else? What recommendations do you guys have? Drop them down below. Which one do you agree with on me? I'm curious. The Coke and Dough, that's a good one. What else is a good one? The new Dior Stick Foundation, that's really hydrating. I like that foundation. It's a stick foundation. It's really easy to apply, and I do find it pretty hydrating.
We have a cool question here from Violet.
Yeah.
She said, if you can bring back one product from when you're still learning makeup, what would it be?
If I could bring back one product?
When you were learning makeup.
When I was learning makeup. Oh gosh. So when I think about when I was learning makeup, I was like 18 or 19. I was working at the MAC counter. What were some products that I would bring back? Oh gosh. That's a good question. Do they still make Studio Tech foundation? Studio Tech is a good foundation. I used to use that all the time, and I haven't used that in probably 10 years. That is a good one. Hyper Real foundation was a really good one. They might still make it, but I'm sure, I mean, that was 22 years ago. I'm sure they've changed. Yeah, they do. Okay, good. I'm sure the formulas have changed or been tweaked a little bit, but those were some of my favorite foundations that I should actually bring back. When I think back to like eyeshadows that I used to wear all the time back then, it was the shade Motif. Drop a comment if you know any of these eyeshadows. Motif, Woodwinked, Sketch, Tracks. Those are all MAC shades. Those were good. I remember when I got hired the first week I worked there, there was a lady who worked with me. Her name is Adrienne. She's a friend of mine. And she actually kind of hired me. She was a little bit older than me and kind of just someone I looked up to. She was a really great makeup artist. So I remember standing at the makeup counter, and I had a notepad with a pen, and I was just asking her, I was like, what shadow should I put together? And she would give me shadow combinations, and I'd write down shadow names, and then I'd go home and I would try them. Those were good days. Okay, so here's what do we think of the mascara, you guys? Not bad by any means. Gives a lot of volume. You kind of get capped on the length though. It doesn't really give a ton of length. It's not too heavy though, so you can apply it on the lower lashes without it being heavy. This is what the wand looks like too, by the way, if you're someone that really cares about what the makeup mascara wands look like. This is what it looks like. Kind of your traditional wand with a little bit of an hourglass shape to it. I love the Lisa Eldridge mascara, April. Love, love, love that one. That one is a good one. Bobbi Brown used to have a lovely gray mascara. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say the Bobbi Brown actually makes my favorite mascara, which is the Smoky Eye Mascara. I'm surprised I don't have one around me because I usually always have them around. The Smoky Eye Mascara from Bobbi Brown is hands down my favorite mascara. It is so good. It gives length, it gives volume, it separates, it gives a real kind of wispy, fanned out lash look. It just is so pretty. The Tarte Tubing Mascara is good. You know which one is a really good if you want dramatic mascara, like really dramatic lashes? The Jones Road mascara. This one is so good for like really dramatic lashes. I think we have this one tagged in YouTube shopping, but this one is so, so good. The only complaint I have about this is it can be messy. You know, it can kind of be messy, but man, it gives you lots of drama and fast. It has a little bit of a curved wand to it, which is nice. I like wands that have a little bit of a curve because it kind of helps you lift the lash. Never tried the Bobbi Brown. Try it, Monica. You'll like it. It's really, really good. Thrive Cosmetics Tubing Mascara is my favorite. I've never tried that one, but people love it. I was never a huge tubing mascara fan, so that's why I never tried it, but people love it. I just got the, yes, oh, it's so good. I'm glad to hear it. See, Jeannie agrees. I just got the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara yesterday. It's so good. It is so, so good. Okay, awesome. Let's move on to lips. And I'm excited about this because I have a lip liner to share with you guys. I got this actually in the birthday gift from Sephora. My birthday was earlier this month. So when I was checking out, they're like, oh, get to pick your free birthday gift. And I got this little combo and I'm looking for the lipstick it came with, but it was this little Makeup by Mario lip set and it came with this little mini lip liner. This is the shade Rich Mauve. This is so good. I'm going to order this in a full size. I'm going to order this and I'm going to order the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Got to do that today. Help me remember that. I will forget. This lip pencil is so pretty. Let me show you guys the color of it. It says Rich Mauve, but honestly, it's like this. It kind of reminds me of a combination of like MAC Spice and MAC Whirl. You know, it's like a spicy, rosy pink shade. It's very pretty, very creamy. I love this. Okay, so we're gonna apply this on the lips.
Barbara said, I joined late. What shadow are you using?
Barbara, I have this liquid eyeshadow from Armani on. It's the shade 68. I think it's called Bronze Brown or Brown Bronze. It's a new shade, brand new one they launched. And then on top of it, I have this Patrick Ta eyeshadow. It's the shade Do You Know Who I Am? And it's this one right there. And I just layered that on top of my finger. Okay, so I line the lips. I'm gonna kind of press together. Just kind of blend out with my finger. I have two lip products to share with you guys. One of them I like, one of them I would save your money on. It's a new release. You've probably seen it. I wasn't impressed with it. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't good. So first I'm going to go in with the YSL, what are these called? The Ink Blur lipstick. I like this. This is like a soft matte velvety lip color. This is the color 44. They make this color in the blush. They make it in the lip balms. It's like one of the colors that they kind of use across the different formulas. This is a very like velvety matte kind of moussey texture. It has a matte finish so that it doesn't look dry and it doesn't feel dry on the skin. And I love the little applicator because it's like this perfect little slant that you can really get precision around the lip line with. You can layer it. Just gives a really pretty soft kind of soft pillowy lip look. So pretty. So I do like this. Now, I picked up the new Makeup by Mario glosses. Have you guys seen these? This is, thank you, Jade. I got these in a couple of colors and I was not super impressed with this. It feels good on the lips. It's got a lot of shine, but there's like virtually zero color. So maybe if I had bought one, I would have been okay, but I bought like 3 of these and they all kind of look the same. Honestly, do I have any more of these or is this the only one I brought? I wish I could show you. Yeah, this is the only one I brought. I'm gonna apply it on the lips and then I'll swatch it on my hand so you can see. But this is the shade Rustic Pink. It's the Super Shine Lip Gloss from Makeup by Mario. It's a new launch. And it feels amazing. It does feel good on the lips. But I feel like this type of formula, you can find in a formula that feels like this from e.l.f. or from any other brand. It feels good, but I bought 3 of them and they essentially all look clear. All right, so let me swatch this on. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the color you get. I mean, look, this is this color and this is what it looks like on the skin. And when you put it on the lips, keep in mind, this is like my pale skin, but when you put it on top of lip that has color, you really don't see anything. So it's not bad. I just wouldn't spend the money on this product. I would get this, you know, from e.l.f. and get the little glosses that e.l.f. sells, but yeah. Okay, you guys, makeup is done. What do we think? Oh, very quick little brand called Art on it. Have you ever tried it? I don't think so. I haven't tried that one. Are you able to drop a link in the comment? In your comment? I think you can shop. I think people can leave links in YouTube comments and they're clickable, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, one more product I want to share you guys from SAIE Beauty. They sent me a really lovely PR set last night and they came out with a new shade of their super glowy gel serum. I love this, by the way, for a highlighter. If you like a liquid highlighter, I like this when it's a gel formula, so it doesn't feel, it kind of dries down. It's very, the glow on it is very refined. It's just really pretty, and you can mix this with a moisturizer and put it all over the face before foundation. You can mix this in with your foundation, or you can apply it as the last step on top of your makeup. So this is Warm Glow. They're all pretty sheer. So I'm just gonna take my finger and just like, let's just put it on the nose so we can see. Just gonna tap it. Do you see what that did? See how that just gave the little nose a highlight? Let's go and try it right here too. It's really pretty. It just looks very natural. It doesn't look like heavy makeup. These are very nice. They will take forever to go through though, unless you put it all over the face. If you're someone that uses it just like I did to kind of tap it as a highlight, get the small size because they sell these in smaller sizes, but that's nice. I like that. I knew I would because the formula is just so easy to work with and just kind of light up the face a little bit. How pretty. That lip combo looks good though. RMS eyeshadow in Moon Dust is stunning. RMS has good products. They really do. I love how you educate the industry. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. Okay, you guys, we are wrapped up for the day. Thank you guys for being here with me. I'm gonna take my headband off. I'll try and find a link to this headband and drop it in the description box.
It's linked.
Oh, oh, we found it? Oh, good. We did find a link to the headband, you guys. If you're curious, it's in the description box. Thank you guys for being here. So we are just over an hour. I should have a video going live on my YouTube channel, hopefully by Friday. Hopefully I get it back in time, but my goal is to have a new edited video go up this weekend, and then I'll be back on my live. Actually, next Tuesday I'm traveling, so I won't be here next Tuesday at 11, but I'll try and find another time to go live next week. What else? If you're not subscribed to my channel, will you subscribe and hit the little bell notification? Everyone's complaining that YouTube isn't like alerting people when people go live or when they launch a new video. So if you are subscribed to me and you do enjoy my content, will you hit the bell notification just so you get those notifications? Because when I create content, if it doesn't perform well in those first few hours, YouTube doesn't really push it out, and that's no fun. Okay, you guys, thank you for being here. Oh, the giveaway. Ashley, yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you for reminding me. Let's give away. Maria, you want to pick a giveaway winner?
Yes.
Okay, just randomly scroll through and pick somebody. It's just a small giveaway. It's just a small little thing. I saw this. I bought it. I thought we would do it. We'll try and do a giveaway every single week. If I can be good about remembering these things, Maria will help me remember. Okay, so we're gonna pick somebody, and then I'll wait until you comment just to make sure you're here. I'll give you a few minutes to comment, just confirming that you are here, and you will email me your address. My email is, and Maria will drop it in the comment section. My email is lisa@bkbeauty.com. Okay, Maria, let me know when you have somebody in mind, or hey, pick somebody.
Okay.
Okay, who is it?
Isabel Hoyos.
Isabel Hoyos. How do you spell that?
H-O-Y-O-S.
H-O-Y-O-S. Isabel, are you here? I'll give you a few minutes to pop on and say if you're here. Congratulations,
Yay!
Isabel. Yay, she's here. Okay, congratulations. So shoot me an email. Maria, will you drop my email again in there? It's Lisa@BK Beauty. Send me your address and I will send you this, and I'll send you some BK Beauty goodies too. For every giveaway, we'll always include some BK Beauty giveaways, but I'll also I'll just pick up something from Sephora every week that is fun, okay? All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon. Bye, you guys.